Welcome to the video lectures on course Radiation and Microwave Techniques. We are now going to start with the unit number 3, which is transmission lines and waveguides. In this unit number 3, we are going to go through the general solution of TEM, TE and TM waves, analysis of coaxial line and rectangular waveguides, analysis of rectangular cavity resonator and their applications, as well as the strip line, its structural details, types and their applications. So before proceeding to the transmission line and waveguide, we will go to the introduction to the microwaves. So this first lecture, it focuses on introduction to microwaves. So let's see what are the contents of this lecture. Learning outcome: introduction to microwaves, microwave frequency spectrum, advantages of microwaves, applications of microwaves and history of microwaves. Coming to the learning outcome, after completion of lecture, students will be able to understand microwaves and their significance, understand the microwave IEEE frequency band which is available, understand the properties of microwaves, understand advantages and applications of microwaves, and know some historical events related to microwaves. So starting with the contents of today's lecture, we will first go to the introduction to microwaves. What are microwaves? The electromagnetic waves having frequency range from 300 MHz to 300 GHz are the microwaves. They are called as microwaves because they have tiny wavelength and the period. Wavelength ranges from few tens of centimeter to fractions of millimeter. As in the figure, you can see this are the microwaves from few tens of centimeter to the fraction of millimeters. This microwaves, they are ranging. In electromagnetic spectrum, microwaves occupy the frequency above the radio spectrum. As you can see, they are above the radio spectrum and below the infrared radiation. You can see in the figure the upper edge or the higher edge of microwaves, it is near to the visible light and the infrared radiations. So microwaves behave more like the rays of light than the ordinary radio waves. Due to this unique behavior, microwaves are classified separately from the radio waves. The microwaves occupy the electromagnetic spectrum from 300 MHz to 300 GHz. The UHF, SHF and EHF band, it comes under the microwaves. So here you can see this frequency range is for microwaves, and there are various applications like microwave oven, which operates at 2.45 GHz. Wi-Fi technology, it operates at 2.4 to 2.483 GHz, while the satellites and radars, they occupy the X band or the higher bands for the communication. So now here you can see the electromagnetic radiations, they are defined in the two zones, that is non-ionizing and the ionizing. What is the difference between ionizing zone and the non-ionizing zone of electromagnetic radiations? So this ionizing radiations, they have higher energy levels. So as we go on increasing the frequency, the energy level is increasing. You know, energy is given as E is equal to H into F. So as the frequency is increasing, the energy level is also increasing. But this microwaves, they are low frequency and low energy radiations. Moving to the IEEE spectrum of microwave frequencies, the bands, they are further divided into several bands. First is UHF, which ranges from 0.3 to 1 GHz. UHF stands for ultra high frequency. L, it stands for long, and the frequency ranges from 1 to 2 GHz. S band, it is from 2 to 4 GHz, and S stands for short. While C band, it ranges from 4 to 8 GHz, and it is a compromise between the S and X. So it is denoted with C. Whereas This X band, it ranges from 8 to 12 gigahertz and it was used in World War II for the fire control. X denotes cross. Ku band, it is from 12 to 18 gigahertz and K stands for Kurs under, where Kurs is the German word, where this K, it stands for Kurs, it is a German word for short, and the frequency range of K band is from 18 to 27 gigahertz, whereas Ka band ranges from 27 to 40 gigahertz, that is Kurs above. V band ranges from 40 to 75 gigahertz. W band, it ranges from 75 to 110 gigahertz, while the millimeter wave ranges from 30 to 300 gigahertz, while the submillimeter range is greater than 300 gigahertz. So this is the IEEE frequency band for the microwave frequency. Moving to the properties of microwaves. Microwaves are the waves that radiate electromagnetic energy with shorter wavelength, as we have seen. Microwaves travel in a straight line and are reflected by the conducting surfaces. Microwaves are not reflected by ionosphere. Microwave current can flow through a thin layer of a cable. Microwaves are easily attenuated within the shorter distances. Moving to the advantages of microwaves. Availability of a larger bandwidth is the one of the most great advantage of microwaves. As we know, microwave signals, they are ranging from few megahertz to gigahertz frequency. That means it is providing a very large bandwidth for communication. So this is the reason why the microwaves are used for point-to-point communication. Second advantage is higher directivity. So as we know, as frequency increases, the beam width decreases. Due to this, the directivity, it increases. We know this beam width is directly proportional to lambda upon d. So as the beam width decreases, our directivity increases. For decreasing the beam width, we need to increase the frequency. Now there is a relation of this with the size of the antenna. At a lower frequency, large antennas are required to get the sharp beam. But at a high frequency, beam width is small. Due to that, the directivity can be achieved with a very small antenna size. This is one of the advantages, that antenna size gets reduced as the frequencies are higher. Low power consumption, as the signals are of higher frequencies, and the effect of fading, it reduced by use of line of sight propagation. Scattering of waves when getting reflected from the layers is very less, so the fading problem is reduced. And low cost miniature microwave components, they can be developed. Moving to the applications of microwaves. There are various categories in which microwaves are used. The first is wireless communication. For long distance telephone calls, Bluetooth, WiMAX, then your direct broadcast satellite, personal communication system, wireless LAN, cellular video system, automobile collision avoidance system is one of the emerging applications of microwave. Now this is the era which is moving towards the driverless cars. So this vehicle collision avoidance system, they are incorporated in various vehicles. So this is one of the emerging trend in the applications of microwaves. The other category is military and radar applications. Mainly the radars that are used to detect the range and the speed of the target, then sonar applications, air traffic controlling, then weather forecasting, navigation of ship, then minesweeping applications, speed limit enforcement, and military uses this microwave frequencies for communication and for the above mentioned applications. Whereas The third category is the commercial applications like burglar alarms, garage door openers, police speed detectors, identification by non-contact method, cell phones, pagers, wireless LAN, satellite television, motion detections, remote sensing, your GPS, global navigation satellite system, all are coming under the commercial applications of microwaves. The next category is medical applications. It is used for monitoring heartbeat, also used for lung water detection, tumor detection, then regional hypothermia, therapeutic application, local heating, angioplasty, microwave tomography, microwave acoustic imaging. This is also one of the emerging microwave acoustic imaging. Whereas if we are using the microwaves in proportional quantity, then it can be used for curing the cancers also, that is the tumor. Cancerous tumors can also be treated by microwaves, but the controlled radiations are required. The uncontrolled radiation, if the person he comes continuously in the direct beam of the radiations of microwaves, then he can get affected with the cancer. So microwaves, they are having some disadvantages also, and if they are used in a controlled manner, they can be having advantages also. So if it is used in a controlled manner, it can be used for curing the cancer also. Other applications of microwaves in food industry include the microwave oven for reheating and cooking, food processing application, preheating application, pre-cooking, then roasting of food grains or beans, drying the potato chips is one of the major application, moisture leveling, absorbing the water molecules. And in the other industrial applications, they include the rubber industry, ceramic industry, polymer industries. They use microwaves for various purposes. Then pharmaceutical, sterilizing pharmaceuticals, chemical synthesis, waste remediation. Then for power transmission, RF lighting, fusion reactors, breaking rock or the concrete structures, microwaves are used. So these are the various areas in which the microwaves, they find their applications. Now moving towards the historical events that have happened in the history of microwaves, we will first see the history related to the electromagnetic waves. In 1860s, James Clerk Maxwell, you can see the image of Maxwell, he introduced the Maxwell equation and he proved the existence of electromagnetic waves. In 1891, this Heinrich Hertz, the unit of frequency Hertz, that was also named after his name. This Heinrich Hertz, he validated the Maxwell's equation. He performed some experimentation and he proved the existence, or he validated the Maxwell's equation in 1891. Some historical events related to radio communication. In 1895, Jagdish Chandra Bose, he first publicly demonstrated the electromagnetic waves, and he used this to ring a bell remotely and also to explode some gunpowder. So same experiment was carried out by Alexander Popov, he is from Russia. So he also was doing the same experiment in 1985, and he wrote a new paper on this similar topic in January 1896. Then Marconi, he first did the transmission of information over 200 miles from Podu in UK to the Newfoundland St. John's in December 1901. Then we will see some historical events related to the solid state microwave devices and microwave system. In 1920s, the Coors and Barkhausen, he invented the vacuum tubes. In 1921, A.W. Hutt, he invented the magnetron. We will see what is magnetron in our further units. In 1942, this MIT Radiation Labs, the first X-band radar was developed. In 1945, radar was used in World War II. In 1960s, microwaves they were used for communication purpose. In 1970s, the Texas Instrument they developed the solid state radar operating at X band. In 1980, microwaves were used in the consumer market like the TV receivers, and in 1990, microwaves were used for microwave oven, personal communication, and cell phones. Until now, there are various applications of microwaves that we have discussed previously. Thank you.